This is the EDD episode. If you know anything about this channel, you know we cover methods how to get rich fast. If you know anything about EDD, you know EDD scammers are getting very rich very fast. For every one of the people you see on the news that got caught doing EDD fraud, there's 10, there's 20, there's 100 people who made millions of dollars and just didn't get caught with it. So if you want to know how they did it, if you want to know step by step whether you want to do it yourself or you're just interested in how people are making all this money, stay tuned, pay attention. Now, if you didn't know by now, in the year 2020, there was a specific illness that covered the whole population and shut down all of America. Because the businesses were shut down, the economy shut down, the federal government had to keep it going. So they gave free money. This free money is called EDD, or unemployment payments. They were paying people more money than what they were making at their actual jobs, just to sit in the house and spend money. Now, if you were a person who got unemployment, you probably received $10,000, maybe $20,000. But if you were a scammer and you knew how scammers operated, you could have got 10, 20, 30, even 100 different people's unemployment information and cash them all out for yourself. And we're going to talk about that process exactly, step by step, on today's episode. Now, the first step to a fraudulent unemployment application is to get a social security number. Is it yours? Then you're only going to be able to do this once. Instead, most of these people found sources of social security numbers. Some of the people in jail had control over a certain amount of other inmates, and they would get their social security numbers from the inmates that report to them. Another way to get social security numbers is from the homeless. They're used to giving out their social security numbers in order to receive benefit payments or get access to food at soup kitchens. So if you pretend to be from a church that's going to be doing outreach in the area, giving free things out, then they will gladly hand over their social security numbers, name, date of birth, and any other information you ask them for, as long as you're confident with it and make it happen. Matthew Cox was a guy who did this, and he got caught for it. So this method comes from him. Now, I recommend that you give some money back to the homeless people. They don't really have shit, but that's up to you. Now, the best source of social security numbers is job applications. These are really good because if you offer a lot of money on the job application, then people will want the job so bad that they would do pretty much whatever you tell them on the application. And on top of that, you're going to get a lot of people as well because a lot of people want a nice job. So you're going to put up a job application. Say it pays $100,000 a year with no experience. Now, depending on where you are in the country, you might have to say 60,000 or 70,000, or maybe you say per hour, maybe you say 50 per hour. This is because if you put a number that's too high, people aren't going to believe it. They're going to know it's a scam right away. But once you put up this job application, make a form for people to sign. Say it's a remote job. So once they're hired, they're going to be working completely from home. When you apply to a job, you know they need information from you. You know they need your social security number. They need your address. They need your name. They need your date of birth. All of this information is the exact same information you're going to use to fraudulently apply on the unemployment site. The most important part that makes this method so powerful is you can ask people if they've gotten unemployment yet. Say it's for your business's tax purposes. If they haven't gotten unemployment yet, then that means you guys are going to have to pay some extra taxes or something, and put a little checkbox next to that little 2-sentence explanation of why you're asking this, and say check if you've got an EDD, leave unchecked if you haven't got an EDD. Now, everyone who leaves that box unchecked represents $20,000 for you. Think about it like this. If you get 100 applicants and even half of them haven't got an EDD yet, that's 50 people. Now, what's 50 times 20,000? Do the math. So now you know how to get people's information. The next step is optional. You can update their address with the Social Security database. Now here's the thing, how does EDD work exactly? Well, there's a lot of different ways it works, and there's a different EDD in every state, but mainly you're going to be getting the money on a card. So if you get approved for $10,000 in EDD, then the card is going to get shipped to their house. You're going to have to snatch it out of their mailbox, or you might not even have the chance to snatch it. They may go to their mailbox right away, grab it, and have fun with your $10,000. Instead, you need to find an address to ship the card to. Now, there are houses on Zillow that you can use. There are apartment boxes that you can use. You can ship it to an apartment complex that only has 50 apartments, but say that yours is unit number 51. They're either going to leave it on top of the boxes, or they're going to give it to the front office. As long as you make sure to wait out there and grab the card as soon as you can get it, you're going to be fine. But how do you get the address to change? Obviously, people have addresses listed with their social security numbers. Well, it's super easy. You just go on the social security website. Now, there's a specific website and there's a specific process you go through. It's public. It's obvious. You can find YouTube videos on it. But because we don't want to promote crime here, we're only going to be giving that information to members of our special group that you can join if you text Madoff to have all the full information there. But we don't want this to be a crime tutorial. This is educational purposes only. So we're not going to say it here. Anyways, you updated the address. There's another step to this that's also optional. It's faking employment info. The main thing you're going to need to do is check if they were employed and how much they made during the time they were employed. Now, if they were employed the whole time, skip this step. But if they weren't, you're going to need to bump up that info and make it look beefier, period. See, if you made no money, then you get no unemployment money. But if you made money, then you get unemployment money that's directly proportional to that for the most part. Again, you know what number to text in order to get access to this info. Now it's the part of the episode everyone has been waiting for. It's time for you to apply. Now, there are application videos on YouTube that guide you through the process step by step. They tell you the questions to answer. They tell you what information to input and exactly how to do all of it. Now, a new update to this method is that you're going to need ID for certain states now. This is fine. Remember, you're posting a job that people want really badly. They will gladly send you a picture of their ID. They would even send you a picture of them taking a selfie with their ID. For $50 an hour, they would probably do a handstand. So ask them for the information if you need it. Now, these application videos are very good because if you've never applied for EDD before, you may fuck something up, and that's not what you want to do. However, these application videos are going to lean towards the legal side. You want to lean towards the illegal side. This way you can get more money and you're not going to snitch yourself out for not meeting some of the requirements. Now, you're going to have to read between the lines on this one. If it seems like a question that you answer no to and get your benefits canceled, then don't answer no to it. Vice versa, if it's yes. Just read between the lines on these videos and understand when you need to do the opposite of what the person is telling you to do. Other than that, though, if you updated the address correctly, if you got the fake employment info that you needed, everything comes back clean. Eventually, within 1 to 2 weeks of your application date, you're going to get an email saying you're approved for funds. There's going to be $10,000 to $20,000 on a card that's going to be shipped out to the address you placed on that website very soon. Now, at that point, it's pretty easy. Go to the location where you sent the card and pick it up. Congratulations, you're rich. Yes, it's that easy. Now, there are some difficult parts to this process, but pretty much in 7 minutes, I explained to you how you can go make hundreds of thousands of dollars right now easily. So many people are doing it. Every previous scammer has left the scams that they were doing before now, and they're doing EDD now. So many people have chains off of this. For every person you see that gets caught, there are hundreds and hundreds of people who ran up even more money than they did and still have not been caught yet and won't ever be caught because they're smart about it. Now, are we telling you to do crime? No, but we are telling you it is easy to get rich in this world. So don't ever let anybody tell you that it isn't. So you listened to the episode and you got some knowledge from it, but did it make you rich? Are you going to get up right now and take this method into action? Probably not. The truth is, nobody gets rich alone. Every billionaire started off with a team that was ready to help in the beginning. You need people who want to get rich just as bad as you do, who are keeping you motivated. And let's say you have your team and you're motivated. These videos are just a general guide. They're a great place to start, but it would truly take hours of research to truly get rich with these methods. You need a motivated team and specific info on how to get rich. Every single person who got rich before you had both of these things. Luckily, we're going to offer you both. Videos are just our first step in our plan to make you rich. Text Madoff for more info.